Manchester United taking on Everton, yet another home game for Manchester United, and we've really been struggling to beat teams at Old Trafford in recent times. All our last, I think, 8 defeats have come at Old Trafford, which is quite worrying for Manchester United. We need to get it back to the fortress that it did used to be. Now, there is pretty much, apart from a couple of players, a fully fit squad almost to pick from for Manchester United now. We've seen Cavani get through some more minutes against Villarreal, and he's looking ready to almost start a game, in my opinion. Rashford's now back in full training with the Manchester United squad, and Luke Shaw has been included in the matchday squad for this game against Everton. So it's only Slabhead Maguire and Ahmad that are really absentees from this squad at this moment in time. So it's a full strong squad for Manchester United, looking to get the better of a difficult Everton team. Now, Everton are always a difficult team. Whenever you play Everton, you know you're going to get a hard game. Manchester United, we did get the better of them last season away from home when we were struggling to win games of football. And I'm hoping Manchester United can obviously get the better of Rafa Benitez's Everton this time around. I think they're going to make it difficult for Manchester United, but they seem to have problems of themselves at this moment in time, and that is injury problems. I think Pickford is a doubt for this game apparently. Richarlison, I think, is out of this game. Calvert-Lewin's definitely out of this game. Andre Gomez, I think, out of this game. There's quite a few players that are potentially out of this game for Everton. Now, the Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin are probably the main two, but they've got other players that are decent for Everton. Decore is their main man, probably in midfield, and will be the main cog in whether Everton get a result in this game, I do believe there. But the other problem for Manchester United is Andros Townsend. He's had a real surge of form recently and is playing quite well. We know what Andros Townsend can do in recent years. Was in the England setup at one point, and he's always a player that can produce a moment of magic in any given game. So they're two key players for Everton if they are to get a result at Old Trafford. So we've got to keep an eye on both of them. But if they do have the other injury problems, I mean, Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin are probably their main two players, and certainly Calvert-Lewin is for the goals anyway in this Everton side. So they're a massive blow to Everton if them two players are out. Now, with almost a fully fit squad for Solskjaer to pick from for this game, he's got a lot of decisions to make for this game. He really has, because there's players that have been playing poorly and shit recently, and other players maybe that are undroppable at this moment in time. None other than big Spanish David De Gea in goal. Obviously fantastic again against Villarreal, and I never thought that he would get back to this form that he showed 3 or 4 years ago. I really didn't, and at this moment in time he is back to his best, and let's hope it can continue, because this season you can't fault him, and for me he's been Manchester United's player of the season so far, and we would never have got through that first half against Villarreal if it wasn't for him. We could have been 2 or 3 goals down in that first half. So obviously he'll be between the sticks. Back four, I think he's pretty much picking it. I mean, Luke Shaw's back in the squad, so I gather that he's going to go for Luke Shaw at left back, and then the other 3 will pick themselves: Lindelof, Varane and Wan-Bissaka, because there's no Harry Maguire. Then the midfield 2 is going to pick itself for Solskjaer. He's going to play McTominay and Fred. We know he's going to do that. And then the forward line pretty much picks itself, besides one position, in my opinion, from what we know Solskjaer's going to pick. It's going to be Pogba out on the left. We know he's going to do that. Then he's going to go with either Sancho or Greenwood out on the right hand side. And I'm not sure which one he's going to go for at the moment. Sancho is starting to come under a bit of pressure from the media and on social media and in the mainstream media at this moment in time for his not really terrible performances, but he hasn't been at his best yet. And if this prolongs another few weeks, the pressure will get bigger. But we know what Sancho can do. We know what a world-class talent he has been for Borussia Dortmund. So I've got no problem with it, with him bedding in. And I think that Ronaldo coming in has sort of eased that bit of pressure, because if Ronaldo hadn't come in, then the pressure would have really been on, because Manchester United would have lost a lot more games without Ronaldo coming in, and Sancho not stepping up to the mark then would have been, but obviously that the limelight's gone on to Cristiano Ronaldo, so it's taken the pressure a bit off him. But the pressure will build if he goes another 5-6 games without scoring, without assisting, without performing. Then the pressure will get on and it will become a bit of a concern. But at the moment I'm not too concerned, but I'm not too sure because Greenwood's not scored in quite a few games now since the 3rd game of the season, so I'm not too sure which one he's going to go for there, but I think he's probably going to go for one of them. I mean, personally, if it was my opinion, I would probably put Cavani at centre forward, Ronaldo out on the left, and then one of the other two out on the right hand side. But he's not gonna do that for this game, I don't think. Cavani has only just come back these last couple of games, but he did look. I thought he looked good when he come on against Villarreal, and that when he chased down the geezer to the corner flag, won the ball back. That's just typical Manchester United, and them sort of players are worth their weight in gold, because to do something like that, 34 years of age, I mean, late on in the game for Manchester United. Yes, he had just come off the bench, so he was probably fresh, but Manchester United need them. Have had them sort of players. We've seen the likes of Wayne Rooney do that over the years, just to galvanise the team and just to push us over that line. And I think he did help push us over that line in that game. I know Ronaldo and Lingard were crucial in the actual goal, but I think he just bringing him on the pitch is just his aura, everything about him just lifted Manchester United that bit in that game against Villarreal. And his presence on the pitch just pushed us over that line. And I don't expect him to start this game, as I say, but I would expect him probably to feature from the bench, and we could see a lot more of him from the bench. I could imagine him coming on after about 60 minutes if this game is going stale, if Manchester United are not winning the game, but I wouldn't expect him to start. Obviously Bruno Fernandes being in that attacking number 10 sort of role. Say Pogba out on the left, and I think it'll be Greenwood or Sancho out on that right hand side, and Ronaldo as the number 9. But as I said, I wouldn't mind seeing us maybe in the future seeing Ronaldo out on the left hand side for a bit with Cavani, or you could go with the front two, but I don't think he will go with the front two. But that was the way it went against Villarreal. Ronaldo out on the wing, and Cavani went to the number 9 position and could have scored in that game. It was actually a good cross from Mason Greenwood, and he was just unlucky not to get on the end of it. But I mean, maybe they can work as a front two, but I just don't think Solskjaer will play it like that at this moment in time anyway. But we'll have to wait and see. But we'll have an extra option back when football resumes after the international break, because Marcus Rashford should be ready to play in the first team squad. I think he'll probably play a couple of behind closed doors games before Manchester United resume against, I think it's Leicester City, after this game, after a break in play with the international break. So we will have so many options to pick from. Rashford will probably have a few cameos off the substitute bench before he starts, but Cavani might be them. If Cavani doesn't go on international duty and he has a couple of behind closed doors games, he might be ready to feature from the start for Manchester United in the next couple of weeks against Atalanta or Leicester City. We will probably chop and change it a bit more, and Greenwood and Pogba probably won't play on the left and right so much when Cavani is up to full fitness and Rashford's up to full fitness, and you've still got Ahmad as well that can play in any of them front attacking positions. So it's good options for Manchester United to have, and we've still got the likes of Lingard on the substitutes bench, so we've got options to change it up. And obviously the substitution worked a treat against Villarreal, but I want to see Manchester United play a bit quicker in this game. I really do. I want Manchester United to go at this Everton team and try and put them to bed. Manchester United have been really poor of late and keep going behind. I don't know why Manchester United. It seems like we're expecting that Manchester United are going to concede, go behind, and then we start to play a bit, and we just cannot keep doing that week after fucking week. Hopefully Manchester United will play a bit better in this game, and when everyone's fit, we've got to see a fluid front three with better midfield options, with hopefully Pogba maybe playing in a 4-3-3. Hopefully that's what I would like to see Manchester United evolve to, getting rid of just the two sort of sitting midfield that he seemed to go for, even though I don't think Scott McTominay in there is really a defensive midfielder. I don't see him as that, even though people look at it as though when we're playing Fred and McTominay that they're both defensive midfielders, but I don't really see Scott McTominay as a defensive midfielder, and I prefer it to be a midfield three of Fernandes, Pogba and McTominay going forward with the front three. But we will have to wait and see. I'm hopeful that Manchester United will get over the line, but I think we might make this difficult for ourselves again. I'm going for Manchester United winning this game 2-1. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm hopeful that Manchester United's attacking options, with whatever attack we put out, and the options on the substitutes bench will get us over the line. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like button. If you're watching on Facebook, please do hit the share button, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See you.